and relax and relax.
I'm right. I'm right. I'm only in the door. I genuinely, I'm only in the door 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago.
Do you want to switch the camera around so as everybody doesn't think they're looking at a mirror image?
Oh, hang on.
I know.
There.
But,
Not
there you
us.
go. You're back. You're
We're
back.
back. We're back.
You're
We're back.
you're
No,
back. You're back normal.
uh,
You know.
aye. I was at the Belfast Whiskey Week Awards thing. I went up. Um, I went over for a lovely 4-course meal. Um, I wasn't drinking because obviously I had to come home. But folks were drinking some of this stuff. So I'm going to pour myself a little one.
And I'm on the Guinness tonight.
Ah,
Anthony Sillett was worried we weren't going to be on tonight. So
no,
yeah.
Tony, don't you panic, my friend. Just a little bit late. We were up at the awards ceremony. Quite really well put out. The food was really nice. I sent you photos of the food, Justin, because I know you love me sending you photos of free dinners.
You did because I was lucky enough to be at the last 2 dinners without you, so I didn't get to go to this one. So there you go.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
this
it
is
was
it. This is it.
pretty good. I must admit. Yeah.
Yeah, oh
So
no, the Clayton Hotel, very nice. They done some pretty decent stuff now, I have to say.
okay.
Um, hang on, just writing something to remind myself of something. But no,
Yeah, Trevor Watson is saying hello tonight.
aye.
Christopher Watt as well. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, Telegram, or Twitter, always say hello. Anthony says he'll let us off tonight because Saturday has been saved since Kate in Poland. Yeah, it is Saturday saved. Everybody looks forward to this, not least of us, because we get to chat to you about whiskey. 2 stacks.
Two stacks
Yes.
for there tonight. A little drop of cologne, a special bottle of cologne that I got.
And I believe you even got given a bottle of the Hunter Island to try as well.
Oh
Yeah,
yes, we have Hunter Island. Hang on.
probably in the car. Is it still?
Nope. Hunter Island. This came all the way from Tasmania.
Wow, that looks
Yeah.
good.
I haven't even, honestly, I haven't had a minute this week. Look at this here. All the wee popcorny bubbles.
Wow, now that's a
cool
color.
Oh yes.
I thought it was your jumper behind it, but it's.
Oh no, there's a hell of a color to it.
That's what's that? The tropical climate in Tasmania does that? Does it?
Yeah, it could be the casks, Justin. It could be a host of things. But no, I honestly haven't had. I've had very little time all week, and then I'm away again in the morning. This 48%, 96 of 300 Hunter Island has been created from a mixed mash bill of malted barley, unmalted barley, and oats. Distilled 3 times in cork pot stills, this release has been matured in bourbon and port casks and has been bottled in its natural state. But yeah, you have to say that's a hell of a colour.
It is
Beautiful.
It is. There's John Trednick from the Dog and Duck saying hello down there.
On a tour with me during the week.
Yeah.
I got this transportation whiskey all the way from Tassie.
Lovely.
Honestly, I never got to go to any events at all because I just hadn't time between various things. But tours went okay. Lots of people on the tours this week, including the wonderful Carl Quinn from Irish Distillers,
who we've spoken to before. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Carl was down, but yeah, so it was all good, I was working in the friend at hand. Busy this week, not surprisingly. Busy this week. Lots of people coming in, showing them around the museum, letting them see what's going on in there. Carl Quinn, I'd say to her, Carl, you have to get down to this because you're going to be blown away. And she says, "Oh no, I won't have time." And I said, "Carl, make the time to find a way of doing it." So what she did was she contacted Joe McGowan, Joe of the illustrious beard. She contacted Joe, who contacted Willie, who then contacted Ray to get the place opened up 2 hours early to let her in to come and see it. I think Willie Jack won an award tonight. And I think that's kind of the reason why. You think about this for a wee second.
Mm-hmm.
Just so a lady who he knew would be interested and who would really love it. He went out of his way, paid a member of staff a couple hours' wages to come in to open the place up just so she could see around it. And I think that sort of says a lot about Willie. And tonight he won an award. He won an award for outstanding contribution to Irish whiskey, and rightly so. But it was funny. Because I found out that award that he was awarded is actually awarded by one person.
Mm-hmm.
One person. The person who won the award last year picks who they want for the following
Wow.
year. And who was it won it last year?
Carol Quinn.
Nope. Helen Mulholland. Sure you were there.
Oh, so it was. Yeah. So it was.
The absolutely amazing Helen. She was there tonight again,
Mhm.
obviously. So Helen was there. Lots of nice people. Brendan was there. Brendan Curry. Down in Cologne. Darrell McNally and his brother Martin were there tonight. Loch Ness Distillery. There was loads of people. Obviously, Jarlath and the gang from Ecklenville were there. And yeah, so it was really cool. Really cool.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have a bit of news before we go in depth through the gala dinner, then, basically, don't we?
Well, a little bit of news. One bit of news. I know I've been rushing about all week, as I say, but I managed to send Justin some photographs, but I'm not sure. But before we do anything, save the date, because that's the date for next year.
Yes.
It's already announced, so it's going to be the 19th to the 27th of July next year. So it is. I just showed Justin. Justin, that was lovely beef there. Justin, that was dead nice.
I do have it in standby here. I do have it in standby to put on. I'm not that bad. I will show you the dinner that Murray had that I didn't get. Well, hold on. We'll do what happened at the dinner first, so that we get to see this right. So this is what you actually had. This is the menu. I'll put it on
just so everybody watching knows this. The reason I send Justin these kind of things is because I know Justin says there going, that bastard, he's eating that menu again.
I know. There you go. Yeah. There's Frank Hearn saying, evening all, enjoyed the expo last night. Memorable one, Transportation's Flug and Molly, Ascara Distilling, Clan Cola, Locksmith Single Malt, and the Short Cross Special Reach from Bosworth. Lots of other nice pours. So there you go. I don't know why it's in such low quality, because I mean your camera's really high quality. But
the lighting was it was sort of weird, funky lighting. You know.
I know. So that's what you had. You had
goat's cheese. Goat's
that
cheese
was a
fritter,
cheese
Justin.
ball.
That was lovely. That was really
a cheese
nice,
ball.
Justin.
Yeah,
it's really nice. Then what else did we have after that, then, Justin?
You had fish cake.
A lovely fish cake, Justin.
All whiskey infused.
All whiskey infused all over it. It was lovely, Justin. That was really nice.
And then you had the beef.
Oh, lovely beef.
Which looks fantastic
lovely
as well.
Beef. So tender, Justin. And I actually had a small glass of wine. I know I was driving, so I had a wee small glass of wine. I just set it off, Justin. It was beautiful.
All right. Well, I think we'll leave it at that. I think we'll leave it at that. That's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. There's William saying Murray's tour was great as always. I was lucky enough to be in the same one as Carol. There you go. That was a great fortuitous coincidence. And James Doherty saying evening all. Was he there? No, he wasn't. No.
Oh no. James. Jet Set James. His deputy Helen was there. So James. Probably back at the grindstone. I know you were away there somewhere, James. I remember you seeing you were away. But yeah, so Belfast Whiskey Week. I have to just go through lots of awards handed out tonight. The guys down at the Celtic Whiskey Shop won a load of stuff. Who else?
There's the full pictures of everything. I put them up immediately as soon as I got them on the Facebook page. So do check it out. Remember to comment, like, and share if you're watching live as well.
Well, there was who else was the big winners? Hang on, I have the photos here because there was loads of good big winners. Just bear with me.
I can put them on screen if you want to run through them first, Marty.
If you want to bring them up there, Justin.
Yeah, I can. There's 67 images, so they mightn't be in the right order.
Well, not run through. Well, we can't run through them all. Especially not if they're in the wrong order.
So that says Emily Doherty, merchant Belfast. Yeah,
you've jumped on. If you can't get them in the right order, it's kind of a bit pointless here because Emily Doherty won the Mixologist of the Year.
It's impossible because there's so many, and they are all just numbered by the computer. So it's all over the place.
No, well, Celtic Whiskey Shop won fair few bits and pieces. There was the brand ambassador of the year was won by Big Dave Cummins down in Dingle. Experience of the year, the Irish Whiskey Experience of the Year, that was won by Whiskey Live down in Dublin. Let me think. Bartender of the Year was run by Emily Doherty over in the Merchant Hotel. Now, the Distiller of the Year. Distiller of the Year, the nominations were Emma Miller down at Hinch, Graham Cole at Dingle, Kevin Gorman at Middleton, or Brendan Curty at Cullowen. Who won that, do you think?
Cullowen.
Brendan, yes. Everybody loves Brendan. There was a huge cheer for Brendan. Everybody loves him. He's just a really, really, really nice guy. He just is just a super guy. Blender of the Year, that was won by Alex Thomas down at Bushmills. Who was that? What one was that? What one was that? Bonder Independent Bottler of the Year, that was Two Stacks. They won a couple of awards. So yeah, it's nice industry recognition. And then Billy Jack, outstanding contribution to Irish whiskey. And to receive the prize.
Did I see Ray receiving the prize? Did I?
Ray jumped up to receive the prize.
I did. Yes,
there he is.
I did. I managed to find that one. Yeah.
Ray jumped up to receive the prize. There was a bit of a who's going to do it, and I was like, if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it. So he had to run up and pick it up for Willie.
Okay.
Willie just doesn't do that kind of thing. But all week, I think everybody loved the events. There was 104 events, as we know, and they ran through the whole lot. But yeah, thanks to everybody who came along on the tours that I've done. Do apologise, a couple of days the weather wasn't great, but ain't nothing we can do with that. Tribal Burger, guys down in there, really, really good. I was nominated for an award, but I didn't get it, Justin.
That's the story of your life.
I know, Justin. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
I know.
I don't mind, because I have a prize that is irreplaceable, Justin. I got awarded something today that is, how would I put this?
I don't know what this is. What is this?
Priceless. This is something that probably will end up in the Ulster Museum. It's a hip flask, Justin. There's not any hip flask. Because look at that!
My picture's on it! Who the hell give you that? Who the hell give you that?
Now, I'm thinking of branding these and getting them done for people with problems with alcohol. So they pull them out and go,
that is the rarest thing I've ever seen. That's my face. That's my face on a whiskey flask. Who on earth is doing that?
I got that specially commissioned this week, just for that joke, by the way.
You did not, did you? All right, very good, very good.
I have to thank the wonderful Mark Kerr for doing that for me. He messaged me the other day. He says, "Oh, I could do stuff on the
Laser.
on laser etching on a hip flask if you want. I says, I know the thing for you, my friend. I know exactly what I want.
Mark, you're going to be blocked. I got to shadow block you from the channel now. There's the rarest thing I've ever seen. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
No. So there you go. I think I'm going to hold a competition, and whoever loses gets it.
That's good. That's
please
cool.
drink responsibly. If you don't, I'll send you one of these.
We should do a competition. Whoever's our 1,000th subscriber on YouTube gets
to nominate who they don't like enough.
Gets to nominate who receives that.
Yeah,
I tell you, that's rare. That's rare. Mark, that was fabulous. I didn't know it was coming at all.
No.
Nobody told me anything about that.
No.
That's yes. Yeah, leave it in the fireplace. It'll keep the kids from the fireplace. I do guess.
Yeah. So yes, I feel this should be sitting in the Ulster Museum on a little pedestal like that, just going around, just rotating around so the the hungry masses can see your face.
That's the rarest thing I've ever seen. Sorry. That's really good. Oh gosh, that's really good. That's really good.
So yeah, that's I won first prize when I got this hip flask today.
Very good, very good, very good. Listen, everybody's saying Peter Stewart says he'll always be close to a cheek. Competition. I need Marty Fates in my hip flask because that's a good answer.
Aye.
That's a good answer.
Because it should be a question mark, James. Because if you have an answer to that, there's something you need medical help.
If you miss us on Saturdays at 10 p.m., we're always on an hour later. If something happens, that could be the answer. Listen. It's 20 past 11 already. I know you've got a big trip ahead of you tomorrow. Shall we do some of the news, shall we?
I will do a bit of what's been going on in the whiskey world this week. Yeah, we'll do a bit of that.
Shall I just put the footage on screen and then we'll work away with what the story's about, shall we?
First up, there's a link.
Yeah.
First up is Wales has been awarded PGA. Welsh whiskey has been awarded a PGA status from the government. There's a link.
I have it. It's from Her Majesty's government, actually.
It's from the government of Wales, single malt. This is the first new UK spirit to achieve GI status since the UK GI was launched, and also becomes Wales' first GI spirit. Single malt Welsh whisky is now the 20th member of the Welsh GI family. And for anyone who's not sure what that means, it means it's a protected geographical indication.
Mm-hmm.
Welsh whisky has to be made in Wales, and it is. It just protects the brand. It protects the burgeoning Welsh whiskey trade.
So what is there's Prenderyn? There's a few more now as well. Is there?
Right. There's what do you call it in the Welsh Wind? There is what's the name of it? You put me on the spot now. I know there's about 4 or 5 distilleries now in Wales, and let's be honest, there'll be more and more coming. Aberfoyle. Aberfoyle, so that's the other one. What was the other one I was in?
The other month?
Justin, I've been up, down, left, right the last couple of months, so I don't. Aberfoyle's in the Welsh Winds one, and I can't remember.
It's COVID brain for you. That's COVID brain.
It's being all over the place. But I know Prenderyn now have 3 distilleries. So yeah, it's a burgeoning category of whiskey, and it joins Scotland, Ireland. Does England have PGA status? English whiskey have PGA status? I know they applied for it, but I'm not 100% sure whether it was granted or not.
Did we do that story? I think we did. I can't remember myself. Well, there's not much information. It's hard to stay afoot of it. That's why we do the news every week, to try and keep everybody abreast of everything that's happening,
of what's going on. But yeah, so congratulations to them. That's a nice Nice thing for them. Trevor Watson's having a Pinderrin. Excellent stuff. Excellent. Aberfalls was not on it. Did they not fall under the category or what? What does he mean?
They're probably across the border in England or not. Let me see.
4 Welsh distilleries being part of the final application for the BGA. Pinderrin, In the Welsh Wind, Damil and Coles.
They're not in it. There you go. They're not in it.
Aye. But yeah, it's those are the ones that are falling under protection. But again, that means they've got a technical file, which has just been that Welsh Whisky has a technical file that they can meet and put on that it's a protected product. So that's in some ways I think it's very, very nice, and in other ways it kind of limits you a little bit. But that's a different thing. But I'm sure the participants.
Anthony, because they're poo. That's terrible.
That's a terrible thing to say, Anthony.
Pick a window, you're leaving Wales. Better late than never, folks. Good evening, Peter. Yes, we're running about an hour behind.
We're running an hour behind.
Marty's just in from the Gala Belfast Whisky Weeks Awards dinner, where he didn't win, but he show Peter the hip flask. He's only just tuned in.
Hang on, Peter. I am obviously, look at that there. No one. I'm the only person on earth that has one of these. So what more could anybody want for?
I know.
Forget your Isle of Man TT rally wins. Forget Formula One. The Wimbledon trophies.
A laser etched Irish whiskey review hip flask with my picture on it.
With Justin's dish on it.
Yeah, I'm just so glad I wasn't sitting beside Marty at the dinner tonight, because people think we're inseparable. People think we're like Ant and Dec, and we're always in the same room together. Thank God. Thank God.
No. Thank you. There for small mercies. Thank you. But yeah.
You'd have 10. I hope it's in England. You'd have 10 miles from because you will be asked to leave if you've said that. You're terrible. One is more than enough. There you go. Very good. Very good.
Peter, we're thinking of selling these for people with.
You have to give us £100 so you can get sent one.
Give us £100. You don't give us £100 and we send you one in the post.
Very good.
Right. Other big news this week: Gordon and MacPhail announced big change for Gordon and MacPhail, that they are going to stop bottling whiskies from other distilleries, distilleries that they don't own.
Hold on a minute here. Hold on. They're actually going to do their own, but they're waiting they're not just waiting 3 years for their own, they're waiting ages for their own to be ready.
Thing is, they own Benromach and the Cairn Distillery. That's not. These guys have a huge stock, and the independent bottlers, Gordon and MacPhail, bottle stuff for themselves, bottle stuff for other people and whatnot. The Connoisseur's Choice bottlings. I think they've been toying with the idea of this for a period of time, but they are stepping away from this independent bottling to concentrate on their own stuff. They do have a huge stock, so this decision probably won't affect very much for the next decade, probably.
But will not somebody else not try and step in and fill their shoes then?
There's lots of independent bottlers, and hopefully more of them in many and more part of their wheel. But the fact that big brand like this is sort of stepping away from that, Gordon MacPhail, very respected. I've brought out some fantastic stuff. I have some Gordon MacPhail up there on the up in my cabinets. But big news, they've stepped away. They're based up in Elgin. They only opened a shop not that terribly long ago. It's only a couple of years ago. I think they opened a shop, a standalone shop in Elgin. But they're giving it up.
Yeah, very, very strange. So there's
Oh,
Anthony Salt Company now. He says it's owned by a company in Liverpool called Haywood Distillery Wines and Spirits, which is, yeah, could be something very strange like that. But
I think Anthony doesn't particularly like Aberfalls an awful lot. This nearly seems personal. That Tony, this nearly seems as if
maybe they turned him down for a job or something like that. Yeah.
Is there something down below? Tell us about it, Anthony. Tell us about it, Tony, my friend.
Yes.
But yeah, but Gordon McPhail, independent bottler, one of the big names of independent bottling, saying we're not doing it anymore. That we are going to knock it in the head and just do our own stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously, there's a commercial reason for it as well. But it's sort of sent a bit of shockwaves through the whiskey world this week.
Yeah.
Now, these days we're quite used to Irish whiskey having sort of strange cask finishing. But Jack Daniels have got in on the act with a tequila cask. Now, Jack Daniels have been doing some really quite different stuff they've been doing over the last little while. I mean, they're aged 10-year-old, very, very well received. But a tequila cask Jack Daniels seems a bit strange to me, if I'm totally honest. I don't. Obviously, you have to taste it to make an assessment on it, but I'm not 100% sure how that would work.
Would it remove the sweetness from it? Would it?
I think it'd be kind of hard to say until you tasted it, because it's an añejo tequila, so it's had a bit of time in the cask itself, the tequila. But again, it seems a sort of strange synergy, but I would have to try it to see what we think. But yeah, it seems a very strange partnership. But, well, we would have to try it, see it.
A lot better than flavors, maybe.
Oh, I think it would be better than putting the sort of artificial
apple,
any of that kind of stuff. I think it probably would, but finishing it off in a tequila cask seems a sort of an illogical and strange partnership for Jack Daniels.
Okay. So it's Irish Whiskey Review. We are live. We're an hour later than normal. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're LinkedIn, we're on Twitch, we're on Telegram, we're on Twitter, or whatever it's called. X, it's called now.
Has it changed its name?
Has changed its name to protect the innocent. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're in the middle of the news. What else is on the news tonight, Marty?
Well, the last thing I really want to talk about is the Scotch whisky experience up there on the Royal Mile. If you've never been, it's a very nice place. It's really well done out, and the staff in it are really, really cool. There's a wee girl that worked on it last year. She's actually now appearing in that Wicked. You know, she's the understudy for the lead, or the White Witch in that Wicked. What's her name? That doesn't matter now. And the guys that run the restaurant and stuff are really cool. Lovely amber room upstairs with all of the collection that they bought off that Brazilian guy. I mean, it's really impressive. Wouldn't say it's the friend of hand now, just to put it in context.
Okay, yeah.
But there used to be this little ride of a thing, which was a bit, but they've done away with that now, and they have new immersive experiences. So there's Origins, which is 4 seasons in a day, and discover how the landscape enriches the soft Scottish water. The Art of Making Whiskey, where visitors discover how whiskey's made, and then Maturation, which these are all immersive experiences. So it's been redone, rejigged. Hopefully it's a little bit more mature. If it was going to be critical, the little ride that they did was a little bit twee. But
I don't think those rides work in many instances. Sure, we had one in Carrickfergus called the Night Ride, which was ahead of its time. It was trying to copy Jorvik, but they're a bit naff. Even the one on the Titanic experience is a bit naff, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's as Andy's trying to say there, it is family friendly. Yeah, it is. Um, but it's I don't know. I don't think it worked. I would need to see the new experience, but overall, it's a really, really excellent place. The shop's very good, reasonably priced, I have to say, for the Royal Mile.
It's not bad in. 21 quid in's not bad for a whiskey experience. Sure, it's not.
Yeah, and you get, depending on which experience you do, you get a number of whiskies that are pretty good. And the amber room is beautiful the way it's laid out. Huge big collection. I think it's about 4,000 bottles, but huge collection of stuff. But really, really, really well laid out. So I think I will be there in. Do I go there next week or the week after? Oh, I can't remember.
Listen, this is what it looks like. That's what you're going to say, isn't it?
Aye, that's part of it. That's part of it. The other, there's you go down there, and then there's another bit that's exactly the same as that, or more or less the same as that, but all different bottles, all Scotch, and it's like walking into Aladdin's cave. It is beautiful. Still not as nice as the friend at hand, I have to say.
Mhm.
I had a guy walked into the friend at hand museum today, and it's always funny when you see someone's jaw literally drop. I mean,
Mhm.
I know it's sort of it's taken as a sort of cliche when you see people going, and he's just what the what? Just baffled by it. So yeah, but it's
Yeah.
kind of there's a lot of people who know their whiskey when they walk into that room are suitably impressed, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Mhm.
yeah, Scotch whiskey experience. Hopefully, I'll get a run there in either.
The
I,
friend at hand has an aura to it. It has an aura to it, and it's only just open.
yeah, yeah. Aye, you see whenever you see what goes on behind the scenes. You see what goes on behind the scenes, and Billy's obsession with collecting stuff. It's just remarkable. Do you know do you know what he did the other day? And I've just a guy come in, a guy come in with a bottle for him, um, and it was a very rare Coleraine 34-year-old Coleraine. There's not many of them about. And the guy brought that in, lovely condition, really nice. And Billy says, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'll take it. I'll buy it." They're very rare. I think there was something like 218 bottles or something like that. If memory
Wow.
serves. Well, he owns 20 of them, and he still bought another one. Just
Incredible.
another one he had to the collection. He's constantly buying more for the collection, and he loves it. It's just incredible, and it's the whole place is just getting unbelievable the amount of stuff that's in it. But
Okay.
yeah, but anyone who hasn't been, you can go. We'll get a wee pop in on our day out, Justin.
It's coming around soon.
Aye,
The
now
26th of August. What's happening?
26th of August. Anyone who hasn't paid, get your money in because I can't book it. I'm not going to book it. Book some of the stuff until we
You know
get
the numbers.
until we know exactly the numbers because I have to pay for it. So if you haven't your money paid, um, I'll not be booking it for you. So I need to get the money in. Payment via PayPal. There's a couple of people I know who are just messaged me there the last night or today or whatever, and I'll send over. You can get the money in. We'll get it booked and get it sorted all out. But I need the money in. So what will happen? We're going to take a visit round to the Titanic distillery. Get a look over there. Hopefully, get a chance to meet and speak with Damien if he's there. Um, then we're going to take a walk round over to McHugh's where we'll do a wee whiskey tasting in there. Very simple, very basic whiskey tasting. Sort of pairing it a little bit with food. Hopefully get a couple of drinks. And then we'll take a run round to the friend at hand. And we'll take a wee run in there and let some people have a little tour in there and show people that. Then what we'll do is we'll jump on the train and we'll head up, go up to the Go Sun. We'll see Stanley, and I'm opening a nice ball. I'm opening a nice ball. yeah, lots of people won't have tried this, and I have, and they'll be suitably impressed. And then, well, Stanley has a very nice whiskey selection, so people can have a drink or two there, and we'll have a bit of a nice night of it.
And I feed it at one of the longest established Chinese in the province.
I would imagine. I think it must be the longest established. 1966 is when they opened. Must be. It must be. I don't know where else would be any older.
No.
But yeah, it's the food in it's good. Stanley's the greatest guy in the world, and a really nice whiskey selection. So I'll get a bottle opened that a lot of people like, and you know who I've been running into all week, and surprisingly enough, he was there again tonight at the dinner. Is our good friend Kit Charles. He was there it was Pride Day in Belfast today, and in honor of that, Kit was wearing a lovely pink shirt, of which he was looking very dapper. I very briefly joined the Pride parade today, Justin, because I had to go for a cup of coffee.
Did
And I had
you?
to cut across. I had to cut across. And what I would say, Justin, there were some very strange sights in Belfast today. There was, I don't know, there was people dressed in all manner of get up and gear. it was it was it was funny because the parade was huge. People were out and enjoying themselves. It was really having a really nice time. But it was like, how the hell is she walking in them? And then it was, how the hell is he walking in them? Then there was people wearing all manner of get up. But yeah, our cat, he was there tonight. Him and his wonderful Margaret, she was there. So yeah, so had to leave him, had to duck out. He's probably still in the hotel tonight.
Mhm.
Did anybody on on the parade want a flask? Only I have this. This is the only one of these in the existence, James. So no, I actually got another hit flask tonight from the wonderful Laurie O'Dwyer.
Oh, I like that one. You can keep the one with my picture on it, and I'll have the one that from Whiskey Chats. It's ceramic, is it? It looks lovely.
Well, no, it's still metal, but it's plastic. It's coated, and the empty is etched in there. Oh, that's a nice wee one there, Justin.
That's nice, that one. Can I have the Whiskey Chat one and you give the one with my face on it? You can't have the one with your own face on it because it'll look stupid carrying the one with your own face on it.
No,
The black one looks nice.
Look at that there.
That's the rarest thing I've seen. That's the rarest thing I've seen. Let me see. Who else did you bump into tonight? Oh, where do we see?
Who else was up there?
Oh, yeah. Look, there's the table.
Why, that was some whiskey. Our cat took this photo. It's a whiskey club based in Sheffield who came over for some events and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. I run into a couple of them this week, but yeah.
And the regular watchers of the show, are they?
And some of them have watched the show, yeah.
Good.
Good. Some nice people. But yeah, it's been a busy week. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say tonight. I was going to say something else. I can't really remember, but I'm tired. Russ, I got a chance to wear my leather thong today. No, I was working. I was in friend today. But yeah, I never got a chance.
When you fill a hip flask, I suggest proper 12 would be appropriate. Frank, do you want shadow blocked as well? I think you'll get shadow blocked as well.
Oh, Frank, what I'm going to say is this sacred relic of the whiskey world. When you go into the Friend at Hand Museum, this shall take pride of place up beside one of the 20 balls of Coleraine 34. That'll just sit beside it there, just like that there.
Now, Frank, when you go in that camper van and it's a bit like France, where you wake up in the middle of the night and you've been gassed by it might be me. It might be me. Yeah. There's somebody else. Peter's having the same idea. Maybe taste better than Justin flask. Yeah.
But you do know this is only made of stainless steel, so you have a proper 12 in it, it'll probably just eat through the side of it.
that's, that's terrible.
Someone come into the whiskey shop the other day, young guy. Young guy come in, he says, um, "Can I get a bottle of proper 12?" I said, "What for?" He says, "To drink." So I just started laughing. I said, "Seriously?" And he went, "Aye. Someone told me it was pretty good." I said, "Someone lied to you, son." So I don't, and I'm not just saying this because he's watching. I says, "Look, hang on, come over here. Let me explain why this is rubbish, why it's not good, and then let me show you something that is good, something that you will enjoy, something that actually has a bit of taste to it."
Okay.
And he left with a bottle of the Silky. I got my bottle of Silky, so he took that out of him, and like this, it was an extra £5 or something. And I just told him, "This is so much better than the rubbish you're going to be buying there." So yeah, off he trotted with a bottle of Silky. Um, yeah, and he'd be much happier for the experience. Um, don't ask where the flask gets hidden when they are praying. No, listen, Ross, please don't put those images in my head. I have to try and sleep. Justin's hip flask tucked into a thong, heading up Donegal Street in Belfast during the Pride period. Aye. The cold chill has just come all over me. Listen. You see, whenever I'm in the shop, there's
We're going to get done for product placement. Look, there's the owner of where the
I,
Silky comes from,
I'm only telling the truth.
congratulating you.
I'm only telling the truth. There's in the friend. What you discover whenever you're doing this, it's okay talking about whiskey in general, but whenever you're actually selling it to punters, so many people come in who don't actually have a clue about whiskey, and they're quite open about this. They'll just turn around and say, "Look, I know nothing about it, but I'm having guests over. I have I'm buying it for my dad or whatever," and you
Special
sort of have
occasion. Yeah, yeah.
special occasion or whatever, and you have to sort of talk them through what to buy. And if it's the likes of a birthday or something, two questions: how much do you want to spend, and how much do you like them? That's normally what I say. And they'll turn around, and not everybody's buying, single cask stuff at 200 quid. There's sort of, if they do buy it, a load of people aren't drinking them anyway. So that sort of 40 to 60 pound sort of price range is where a lot of people want to spend their money. Because if it's a birthday present for their brother or something, they're not going to be buying stuff at 100 and 200 quid. They're not normally anyway. So whenever you get something and you can turn around and say, "Right, I'll tell you the story. What way do you what give me an idea of what they like." And if I'm being totally honest, there's some bottles that sell easily. They really do sell easily because there's sort of a different um, range of stuff. So this I can sell that all day because it's a really competent, well-made whiskey, nice story, sort of quirky bottle design, and really tasty stuff. 50 quid a bottle of this. Then you have McConnell's. Again, beautiful bottle, screams Belfast. I think it's 40 quid or something a bottle, and it's easy to sell. The Silky, nice story to it, different character, different flavour. Again, this first of all bourbon, then all the roasted sherry. McConnell's all bourbon. I always point them in the old bourbon because I actually prefer it to the sherry, if I'm totally honest. Silky, that tiny little bit of peat, a little bit of different sort of body to it. Again, that's a different character. And then the other one that I can, a little bit more expensive, but I point them, and that's the Liberator, Sir Morris. And those make really nice gifts. They're different styles of whiskey, and because you can tell a nice story behind them and promote them, and they're easy to sell, and we can chip out a fair whack of them, to be honest. But you get bottles that are very generic. They are kind of lost on the shelf a bit. There's 5 or 6 different types of it, which then whenever people go, and you have to try and do it within the brand, um, and it just makes it a bit harder to do. But the likes of the Silky, the Limavady, McConnell's, they're easy enough to sell. You know they are nice bottles, and so on. But yeah, you
There's
do
Peter
have to.
saying Brenton is good at storytelling was at his poaching event. Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah, oh Brendan just everybody loves Brendan. When he won that award tonight, there was a massive cheer for Brendan. Yeah, but yeah, as I say, if you do have the sort of story behind a brand, then it's never usually that hard to sell. You know.
Do you want to run through some of the pictures tonight? Got loads of them.
I want to fire them up.
Let's see. I'll have to make them big so as you can see what they are. Okay.
No.
Here we go.
Ah, yes, apprentice distiller. Do you remember? Do you know Deirdre O'Carroll?
I think we interviewed her, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Deirdre down at yeah, she's down in Middleton. Lovely girl, really nice girl. I met her years ago. Um, you know, one of those people when you meet them, you just kind of know they're clued up, smart, bit of energy, so on and so forth. Well, she would be one of them. You can see her going. You can see her going places as a blender, a blender. That's what she did. So yeah, she'll be a face. She'll be a face in the Irish whiskey scene for quite a while. I think.
You're going to Dublin tomorrow. Gosh, it's going to be a busy day in Dublin tomorrow because the Dublin and Kerry game is on tomorrow at the GAA Senior Final. Yes.
But I'm working in Belfast until 6. Sitting there. Where am I at tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow? I'm in Titanic and then something else tomorrow. But I'm working tomorrow. Then jumping in the air coach heading down to Dublin to work. So the game will be well over by the time I get there. But if you're watching it, Mark,
The party will be still going on if Dublin win.
Aye, that's what I need. A lot of drunk dubs running about the place shouting and getting on. I'll maybe stay in the hotel.
We'll be supporting Kerry anyway.
Will we?
Yeah.
The kingdom, we support it. Why?
Yeah. Why?
Oh, why do we support Kerry?
Because it's number 1 in tourism in Ireland.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a toss-up between them and Donegal.
I was guiding in the ring of Kerry about 2-3 months ago now with a bunch of old Irish expat ladies who every time you walked up the bus took great pleasure in groping your arse way up and down. It was the maddest tour I've been on for a long time. But it was very strange. Me and the driver were sort of going a bit wary walking up and down. Hey, what the? There, all these outdoors.
How does the driver walk up and down the coach when the coach is moving?
No, it never was moving. But every time he walked up and down, he was from Ethiopia, with me at Gurma.
All right. Do you go Alexa engage auto drive and walk up the coach?
Nah, there's a couple of times me and him thought we might have to abandon ship. But yeah.
So recommend something for the Dublin versus Kerry game tomorrow.
What would I recommend? Something let me think. Something from down. What have I had recently that I really enjoyed? Get yourself the hold of one of the taster packs of the dirt grain from the Blackwater distillery.
That'd be a good one. Good
Oh,
choice.
really nice. Really different, really quirky. Quite hard to get your hands on, but that way you can have a range of stuff, to enjoy yourself with. I've opened a whole pile of stuff recently that I haven't opened for a long time, and I've got 2 bottles of the new Short Cross release for the Belfast Whisky Week. So I might have had that if I was at home. Unfortunately, I won't be. But
there you go. You're away for a long time. You're away for got to a month now, aren't you? Two
no,
back to back, is it?
No, I'm away for a week and then back again to 3 days and then away to London again. So next week's will be from outside broadcast from wherever it is I happen to be. Can't even remember
Okay.
Edinburgh. I think it'll be next week.
Good. Make sure you bring your chargers with you and don't leave them behind. Oh,
Bear in mind, I pack my passport as well. Aye, right.
shall we call it a night?
I'm going to go to bed because I'm knackered and I still have a bag to pack for tomorrow.
I can believe it. 50 minutes tonight, folks. We didn't too bad for being an hour late and having no pep time whatsoever. But we're peddling like ducks.
What will fill this with? I've got to fill. This could be my new infinity bottle, just. If it goes in there, I'm not going to open up because I look at your
to infinity and beyond. To infinity and beyond. Remember to comment, like, and share. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Telegram, we're on Twitch. And my face is even laser etched onto a whiskey cask. And when the planet blows up, it'll be found millions of light years away and tens of millions of years.
And what they'll say is, we don't know who this man was. But archaeologists, when they don't know what anything is, automatically say it's religious. It's religious significance. So what they'll find is someone in the year 3026 will see this and think, someone must have worshipped this man.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
Night, guys.
Night, everybody. Night.